focus of my channel is about me, Nikki, trying to train to become a triathlete and to do my first triathlon, which I already have scheduled, so yay. So lots of swimming, biking, running workouts, but also I wanted to add a mental health component. I am a therapist, and I do want to say what I talk about during these segments is in no way a replacement for going to your own therapy. It's just about tools and some things that might be helpful. You certainly should still continue your own therapy, even with any of these ideas that might seem to work for you. And also, if you're in crisis or having a mental health issue, I would recommend calling 911 or going to your nearest emergency room and getting help as soon as possible. And reaching out to people in your life as well, so that someone knows to look in on you and to help you through that. So, for today's tea time, I wanted to talk about one of the cognitive distortions, which is one that I myself find the biggest fight, and that is all or nothing thinking. So not even just all or nothing thinking, but doing as well. I am an all or nothing person, I tend to be, where I focus all my energy on something, and I'll be super intense for a period of time where, I might use exercise as an example. I'll exercise every day, keep going. Eat super healthy, do all my meal prep, don't deviate from my diet, and then what will happen is inevitably it will be unsustainable. So I'll have a day where, I might have pain. I still do deal with pelvic pain, so sometimes that takes me out and I can't exercise that day. And then what happens is the next day I'm like, oh, well, I didn't work out yesterday, and basically by like the third day my whole routine is gone, and I have this, because I didn't do it, I'm no longer in that phase. So it just vacillates between always or never. And this is a big thing that I'm working on. And it's one of those things you have to constantly challenge in your mind. And so I tell myself, just because I didn't do it today doesn't mean that I can't start back up tomorrow. Just because I didn't exercise 7 days a week and I exercised 5 days, I'm doing well. I'm okay. It's not all or none. It's about the process. And people who are all or nothing tend to forget about the process, and it's about the goal and the end result. So it's really hard when you're going through it to stay in it, because again, you're not focused on the process. It's about completing something. So if you don't get to the completion part, then you feel like you failed, even if all these other successes came along the way, like getting down to a healthier weight, getting your blood pressure down, if we're still talking about exercise, getting healthier eating habits overall, even if you have a snack every once in a while. All that's really important, and it negates it if you go straight to I failed because I didn't do it the whole time or the entire time. So this is where the all or nothing thinking comes in, and trying to counteract that by breaking things down into smaller pieces, for one. So instead of the main goal being I have to lose 20 pounds, right? And say you're going to a wedding or something. It's like, I need to do this much exercise and, get down to this size to wear this dress to this wedding. What's going to happen when you get to the wedding, right? Like, then you lose the motivation after that, and it's harder to keep it up. Or say in that time you lose 15 pounds, but there's just those 5 little stubborn pounds. Does that mean you failed? No, I mean, you came so close to what the set goal was, but in the process, you succeeded. So that's a big part of all or nothing thinking, is breaking things down into smaller pieces to try to allow yourself to see the small victories, but not just focus on the victories, but again, the process. It's like when people say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. The same thing. And sometimes when it's things that are hard, you don't feel like focusing on the journey, but then think about all that you accomplished during that time that was hard. The hard part is, knowing that you did that. If it was easy, it wouldn't be a journey, right? It would just be something you do. The reason it is a journey is because it's hard and it can be a challenge. So just trying to allow yourself to feel it all and experience it all, and after one good workout, just being able to say, man, that was a really great workout, and keep that feeling. So if there's a day where you can't work out, you're still able to call upon that moment and be like, you know what, yesterday I had a really good workout. And then it can keep you motivated for tomorrow to be able to, pick back up where you left off. And it doesn't have to be starting from the beginning every time. So that's a big part when it comes to cognitive distortions, is figuring out ways to challenge them in your own mind and to actively do it as often as possible, so it becomes a new way of thinking, so that the next time you have a goal, you're able to start off by breaking it down into pieces and experiencing the whole thing, versus immediately going into all or none. So just a little therapy tidbit for tea time. I plan to incorporate these once a week. So yeah, they'll be, I don't know, maybe a Tuesday or a Thursday, but each week I intend to add a therapy related video. Again, it is in no way a replacement for actually going to therapy and speaking to your own therapist and for treatment. And again, if you're in crisis or needing help, you should contact a friend or family member, as well as, if it's crisis, call 911 or go to your nearest emergency room. But hopefully this just little conversation about all or nothing thinking was helpful to you. It certainly was a fun reminder for me, because I am having one of those days where I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to work out, and I don't want to beat myself up about it, because I've been doing great. My journey has been amazing. So when you're trying to do a triathlon and come from not really working out to building up that stamina, I really need whatever tips and help I can get to keep encouraging myself along the way. Figured I'd take you with me. Happy tea time. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and check back in for more therapy related content, as well as my journey to becoming a triathlete.